At the AC Delco East Coast Thunder, we've got one of the toughest Pro Slammer fields we've ever seen in the 400 Thunder series. A guy that's always up there in the mix is John Zappia, but John, you haven't had it all your own way this weekend in qualifying.
No, the first one, the car wheel stood pretty high and it went to the right, and I had a different neck brace on, so my head went back, so I'm looking at the bottom of my helmet, car's up, just was uncomfortable, and it was heading for the wall, so I bailed out of that one. We come back, did some adjustments. We've had the whole rear end apart, so every nut and bolts, the rear end's been out, so we just wanted the first one would have settled everything, so we made an adjustment. Second one was better, but it's still going to the right, and it hugged the centre line, just missed the cones. While I was getting away from the centre line in second gear, hit the rev limiter, my head went forward, and then I hit top gear and carried on. I went a 570 flat at 252. We'd lost a mile an hour early, so we were pretty happy with that. You know, it would have been a mid to low high 60 run, but you know, the Fuchs Denani Monaro's has got plenty of power, and we're just getting the car to keep it in the centre of the groove. Like the car in America goes left, this car wants to go right with the right-hand drive. So yeah, we've just been fighting that a little bit. So we're going to make a few more tweaks. We come out for the last run, it went a lot straighter, and then we had an ignition failure, and it just cut out the ignition and raw fuel come out the exhaust, and that was the end of that one. But that would have been the best run of the day for us, and we lost it. So
it's not unusual for us to be seeing your Monaro in the 560s and 570s, but what has been unusual with Pro Slammer this time is there's all these other guys there now as well.
Yeah, well, that's right. They've all, you know, spent money on US tuners, and you know, they're throwing a lot of money at trying to catch up to me, and you know, they've found and caught up, and they're running the numbers like we were running. Everyone thought we were doing something out of the ordinary, but we just do 60 laps a year. So what they've been doing to catch up is just come and test for a week and do 20 laps in a week prior to an event. I haven't done any testing. I've been away in America, and I've just come back and carried on from where I was. So really, I've done no R&D on this car in the winter. Everybody else has.
Okay, it's going to be a lot tougher this season. We can see that by the way everyone else has stepped up. If you lift that championship trophy at the end of it, it's going to feel all the more sweet.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I'll definitely have to earn this one. It's not going to be a walk in the park, that's for sure.
And clearly, that's what your plan is.
Oh, that's what the plan is. Obviously, you know, you win 10 in a row. Of course, you want to do 11, and you know, we're up in the top 3 in the points coming into this event. Gary Phillips didn't come, so that puts us in the second spot behind Paul Moyet. And then, you know, what happens from here? You know, Scotty's running strong. He's got the #1 qualifier. I've got #2, so there's only a point difference there. And we'll just have to see, you know, it depends what the weather does to the event and how far we get through it, and where it all ends up, you know. And it's a 16-car field, you know. I hate to get taken out first round if you know, if your own car doesn't perform. So yeah, we've just got to keep on consistency and reliability, and try and go from A to B, and creep up on it. You know, we're not trying to go run a 62 because somebody's run a 65. Let them have it. That's fine. The target's off our back at the moment. Now we can just focus on running a consistent race car and getting to the end.